What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be take your viewer to work day. Y'all get to see what I do for a living and what I do every single day. So stay tuned. Right, folks, what I'm going to do for this video today is we have a new truck that came in. We're cycling trucks around at my job. We're trying to get rid of the old fleet and update to the new fleet, and I got another one that I have to process for today. So here's a little bird's eye view of my entire shop so you guys can have an idea of what I do on a daily basis. So here's my shop. It's a fairly decent garage, not bad. Everything you see in here I have worked on. I've gotten it running. This is our tractor that we have here. It's actually my dad's Kubota. It had been sitting for 6 years, and I went through the whole thing, front to back, back to front, top to bottom, bottom to top, everything, and it is ready for service yet again. And that one's a diesel, so I mean, if you guys want to know stuff about tractors, just, I guess, ask me. I could probably figure some stuff out for you and tell you what direction to go. And then I got this truck that was turned in by one of our service techs. It's rotated out. We got him a 23. That one I believe is a 2019 Dodge Ram, and that one I have to go through the whole thing so I can have it flipped, turned around, and sent back out for a new service tech, and that's going to be their new truck. So y'all get to come with me today, and I'll show you a little bits and pieces of what I do to prepare these trucks to go back into service. All right, so I am now back from Uvalde. We actually were out there this past weekend. My truck is just completely covered in mud, so I'm gonna be washing that later on. I'm not gonna be working on the Explorer. In the last video that you guys just saw, it was me swapping out the water pump for that. Right now it doesn't want to start for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's electrical. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right down to the beans. As you guys are aware, I have worked for an air conditioning company for the past 13 years. I have worked with all the service techs. I've worked with all my testers. I used to actually be in the office, and I did that for about 13 years. The inside's pretty dirty. Yeah, that's all right. Well, we're gonna be taking care of this. My first job right now is I'm gonna make sure all the fluids and stuff on this are good to go. This truck has been sitting overnight, so the engine is actually cold, which is good. This is the 5.7. In this truck, we've actually been upgrading our fleet into the V6s, or the 3.7 liters, or 3.7? 4.7, no, it's a 3.7, that's the V6. This one here is the 5.7, it's the Hemi V8. And usually the first thing I'll do is I'll bring my fan over here. This little guy follows me everywhere. Put it right here. If you guys work in a shop and you have a lift and your engine's hot, man, the first thing you want to do, I've already pulled this out so it'll vent, because I'm planning on changing out the oil on this. First thing you want to do is get this sucker in the air. My first order of business, change out all the fluids. I made a little boo-boo earlier and made a mess. But anyway, if you guys have a hot engine, the best, quickest way to cool it down is not just using a fan, but get that oil out of that engine. That oil holds all that heat, which will make it'll take it longer for the engine to cool down. So the quickest way to fix that problem is drain all that oil and put that fan underneath, and it'll cool that engine way quicker, so that whenever you go to work on the top of the engine or do anything else, you really won't have to work on a hot engine. So I can't remember what model this is. I want to say it's a 19. Oh, it's out of reach. Where's my steps? Come here, steps. But yeah, this is what I do every day. Work on these trucks. During the summertime, I focus on the fluid changing. This is a 2019, yes. So let's go see if I have a oil filter for this before I go and change this out. My welding system, gotta love it. I have worked on every one of these generators. They all work, including this one. Let's see what we got. 2019 Dodge Ram. This is a 22 Colorado. That one's not listed. I bet you money I don't have one. We're gonna have to run up to the store. I'll probably, no, 19, it's a fuel filter. I'm not using that. All right, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to go to the store and go get an oil filter for this truck. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'm still gonna drain it anyway. So let's go ahead and get to that. Let me get my tools all together and I'll show you what I do. All right, so making sure everything is all lined up. I believe it's a 13 mil. Yeah, it's a 13. So I'm gonna break this loose. I really should use my other one. It'll just be easier. Where are you? Uh-huh. Back in there. I use this to break it loose, but I'll use my electric one to speed it up and I don't get oil on myself. Wow, this is on there good. Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me bump this. Try not to go too hard on this. Okay. Just a quick bump. Brace it free. Put all this together. So this also works whenever your engine's really hot too. Get one of these. It's bread and butter, guys, I'm telling you. Ow! Just like that. Look at that. No oil whatsoever. And then that'll all drain out. This is a 5.7 liter, so it requires 7 quarts of oil. Now, while that's draining, see, that's a benefit about having a lift. While that's draining, you can go ahead and inspect everything else while it's on the lift. So in this case, what I'll be doing is I'm gonna look at all the joints and stuff. Let me see here. We're gonna do an under chassis inspection. So I look at the U-joints, give them a good wiggle, pull, twist. It's pretty solid. Carrier bearings, those are good. I'll look at the tail section. Good wiggle. There is no give. Excellent. Is there any leaking from the diff? No. That is fantastic. I like it because I shouldn't have anything. Oh, one more thing to look at. Brake pads. Let's see here. Where is my mirror? Here we go. All right. So first thing I'll do on this is I'm going to check out these brake pads. So let's say you can't really tell the pad life here. You take your mirror, stick it inside, put it against the rotor, and then look up the rotor and you can see where that pad is touching that rotor. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got good pad life on this side. And then I'll come over here and I'll do the same thing. Look up underneath. I mean, sometimes you can look from the back and there's a little window. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But my objective is in that mirror and I want to look at the pads. Oh yeah, see right there? I don't know if you guys can tell. The pads on this side are good, and I'm gonna repeat that for all 4 of them and make sure that they're good to go. So I'll be right back. Let me check all 4. So while this is still draining, I got a steady drip. This truck is not in a hurry to be turned around, so I'm gonna actually let that drip until it's basically done dripping. All the brake pads all around are in beautiful shape. I love that. The transmission's in excellent shape. Now, the one thing I do know this truck does have is an exhaust leak, and you can hear it, and it's coming from I think bank 2, or is this bank 1? No, this is bank, yeah, this is bank 2. This is bank 1 over here. But I do know that there's an exhaust leak on this side specifically, and I was looking here at these connections, and like this moves, but that's normal, that's okay. That's not really considered an exhaust leak because that's part of the muffler. What they consider as an exhaust leak is like a crack in the cats or even in the headers. Now, for this year model, they are notorious for having a crack in the headers. For some reason, those things actually do crack. I don't know why, but we'll be finding out later on. But while that thing is dripping dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the top side. So we're gonna drop the truck back down. So the next thing I'm gonna check is all the fluids in here, starting with windshield washer fluid, which is about 3/4 full. I will be topping that off. Overflow reservoir, that looks about half full, so that's good. I know the engine's cold, so I'm gonna pop this open and take a look at it. If the engine is hot, be careful. I would recommend not doing it while it's hot because it will have pressure and it will explode on you, and you're gonna have a bad day. All right, slowly pop this open. Perfect fluid level. That is fantastic, as you guys can see. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that alone. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I did not hear any problems about the AC not running right. So I know that the brake life is good, but the brake level, I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. There she is. She's sitting at maximum, so that's good. And the fluid level is, it looks like it's pretty clean. It's not too dark, but I'm pretty sure in the future, I want to say about 2 years from now, we may need to cycle that or flush the brake lines out. All right, air filter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just pull it to me, right? Yeah, come here. No, we push away. That's right, push away and up. This should have a new filter if I'm not mistaken. I think we just changed it. Hang on, I can't grab it with my gloves. It's a habit, wearing gloves. Oh, come on. That filter is, oh, that's new. Yeah, that's new. Oh yeah, those medias are great. So we're gonna put that back in. That's a new filter. So that means I just replaced it too. That's good. That is very good. Air filter's good. Radiator's good. Brake fluid's good. This fluid needs to be topped off. So we're gonna top that off. Brake pads are in great shape. I like that. That means I don't have to do any brake work. However, I do need to recommend that they change out the front tires because of uneven wear. So I will bring that up to management. We're gonna top this off. Bing. All right. The battery terminals, aside of the dirt, they are clean. There's no corrosion, no visible corrosion, so that's good. Yeah. No visible oil leaks. That is fantastic. I'm looking down. I'm just looking for any leaks whatsoever, and I doubt I'm gonna have to mess with it because it's a 19. Okay, so while the oil drains out of the engine, I'm gonna go ahead and run up to the store, go grab a filter, an oil filter for this truck, and then we'll finish up the oil change. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go on the inside of this truck and kind of like get rid of the big stuff, and then I'm gonna start vacuuming it all out and detailing the inside of the truck, and then I'll hand it off to the other guy that handles the rest of the stuff outside and gets it detailed on the outside and ready for the next service technician. Right, now that this thing has been dripping for quite some time, it's got a little bit of a drip left to it. It's all right. Let's go ahead and check our drain plug. Didn't look like it had any debris on it, which is good. Sometimes they have a magnet, sometimes they don't. This one doesn't. But I usually check to see if any debris just happens to find its way on there. But we're good. Alright, this one here, it's got a good seal where I can put it back on and reuse this. Some of these drain bolts, they have an O-ring on the inside. I found that with Ford. Others have a crush washer that goes underneath here. So if you have a crush washer, you need to change it. Do not reuse crushed crush washers. But this one here you can reuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna wipe it down all dribbly and stuff. Still got just a smidge of oil, but that's okay. Run this on a little bit. Run this back. Boom, there it is. All right, nice. Always make an effort to make a mess. All right, let's pull this out of the way. Get my junk out of here. All right, and then I just snug it up a little bit. Just a couple bumps. And we are good. All right, now for the oil filter, they had to put it in the worst fucking location ever. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but that oil filter is right above the power assist, the steering assist. That is a terrible location. Terrible. In case you guys can't see, it's right there. Unreal. So stupid. This is gonna make a mess. Oil's gonna get down here. So let's prepare for said mess. Just in case if I'm absolutely right, which I usually am. Don't tell a woman that. All right, Ram, turn your head and cough. Nice and easy, easy peasy. And that should come out pretty well while making a freaking mess, as predicted. Saw that coming. Ridiculous. Come on, guys. These engineers, they hate mechanics, I'm telling you. They absolutely hate mechanics. Ugh. So that happened. This is why I use gloves on this part, or latex gloves, or nitrile. These things work beautifully. Help keep things somewhat clean. And I'll probably empty about half a can of freaking brake cleaner under here to get all that oil off. But it's all right. They're using these new filters now. They're smaller. I'm not a big fan of them. Well, there's that. And always take a little bit of the oil and put it on the ring. The O-ring here, just a thin layer. Dry my hands, and then I put it back. All right, come on, work with me. It's not gonna work with me. Wait, did that seal come off that other one? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's good. You guys probably can't see. There's a lot of oil still dripping out of here. Shouldn't be any, really. I don't know why there's so much oil on that. Put it up there. Hand tight. Wipe it clean ish. There we go. And all this other oil off. At least try to get most of it. This is the worst part of the job. All right. Now we're done with that part. A little bit of oil came out, not bad. We'll be handling that later. Always shield your eyes. Yeah. Oh, that old oil off. Nice and clean. A lot of that can is gone anyway. See what I mean? All right. And it's dry. Cleaner than it was. And it looks like I've never been here. Perfect. Except for all this crap. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right, moving on. That's in there, it's torched, that's on there, it's good. All we gotta do is drop the truck, put 7 quarts of oil. We need to rotate the tires on this truck because eventually they're gonna need new front tires. I'm looking at the wear pattern on this. I don't know if you guys are able to see. Ooh, it's on that side too. Yeah, it's showing got some tread out here, but I think it's thinner and thinner. The ball joints look good. That just means we need to get a front end alignment for this truck while it's in here. So yeah, this is super smooth. That's not good. If he drives any more with the tires up here like that, you'll start seeing a metal cord. Not good. But it's still got some life left in it. That right there. See a white spot, white spot, white spot. This is called cupping. Yeah, we need to get the front end aligned on this. But I'm gonna move these tires to the back. That's gonna be fun. I believe I'm done with the lubrication side of this job. Now for the fun part. Lifting. Right there. Right about there. And back some. Perfect. A little bit more. Now, what I want is it to fall on that notch. You lower it into the notch, lock it in place, and we're good. That's excellent. All right, now I just gotta lower the truck a little bit so I can have access for the other side, and we'll press on. Let me switch gloves because I'm done with these. Yummy. Fine. You'd think I'd organize this a little better. Whatever. Oh, seriously? Come on. Okay, I am right-handed. Off of I do not like the lug nuts that Ram uses. That's the only thing about Ram I do not like. Reason why is these lug nuts over time, they swell. And then your lug nuts get stuck on them whenever you try to take them off. Every damn time. See what I mean? They swell. I do not like them. They have a little cap over the top. I think Ram does that because those lug nuts themselves are slightly off size. So in order to fill that little gap, they put these stupid caps over them, and it makes them a perfect 22. Which is probably what we're gonna end up doing anyway. Like so. The best tires on the front, so you can have traction while you're steering. Couple threads. Always start these by hand, guys. If they give you a lot of duff in the very beginning and you use an impact, you're gonna cross thread these things so bad. There may be a little tough going on. That's entirely fine. But I would rather you guys do this the right way instead of the quick way. There is a difference. All right, let's go on. Torque spec for Dodge is 130 pounds, 130 foot-pounds. Alright, so before you go to drop the truck or anything, I did drop this one wheel back here, so I have to take that bottle jack and move it to the other side. And the whole front end is supported by the air jack in the front, so I'll be torquing those last. But anyway, for Dodge Rams, or any Rams, you're going to want to torque them to 130 foot-pounds. And always torque it in a star pattern, and then follow it up with one clockwise pattern. That way you guarantee that you got them all. And try not to over torque it, guys. 130, almost there, right there. 131, that's okay. And then repeat this process all the way around. And 30. Guys, one little bit of information I want to share about this that I usually do on these trucks, but on this one I didn't have to do, is whenever you go to take these wheels off, use one of these, a wire brush, and buzz the inside of the rim itself where it meets up with the actual hub itself, and the hub face. You want to clean that up around all the studs, so that in the future they don't like kind of fuse together or rust together, and it makes it really hard to get these rims off. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, use one of these guns or electric drill or whatever, and get a wire brush and buzz in between each and every one of these, on the inside on the hub and then on the back side of the rim. You want to make sure both of those surfaces are nice and clean whenever you go to put the wheel back on. I didn't have to do that for this truck because I've already done it when I did the brake service, so that's why I didn't do it on this one, and I'm showing you this video now. So right now I'm ready to go ahead and drop the truck onto the lift, torque the last 3 wheels, drop it to the ground, put some oil in it, and reset the oil life. Lower it down all the way. Okay, now we add the oil, 7 quarts. Liquid life. Drink up, little buddy. Drink up. Oh, she was thirsty. All right. Now, take this out and plug this back up. Boop. Alright, let that all rust down to the bottom. Then I'm gonna, I think this ram will let me do it. In order to set the proper level and then check the level, you hop inside and you push the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor. I don't know if this one's gonna let me do it, but it's possible. Push the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor, and then turn the key or push the button, and the truck will turn the engine, but it won't fire. And you do that to run at a lower RPM, which will have the oil pump push oil through the engine so that you don't damage the actual engine itself. So Let's see if this truck will let me do it. I don't know if it will. I know my personal truck does this. But let's give it a go. Okay. Put the key in. On. Accelerator pedal. All the way to the floor. And then we try, and all it's gonna do is turn the engine. Yeah, see, that's what I want. I'm letting that fresh oil cycle through the engine, then it'll cut off. Right? Give it a second. And then you turn over the engine. For real. There we go. And then we shut it off. All right, now we check the oil level. The oil level should be perfect. Let me wipe it clean first. Hard to tell because it's dark in here. I apologize. As you guys can also clearly hear, there is an exhaust leak, like I mentioned earlier in the video. She is spot on perfect right there. Between this dot and that dot, we are halfway. That is perfect. And I'm good at this. All right, so the lube of the engine is done. The air breather is good. The brake system is fantastic. Windshield washer plug fluid taken care of. The engine coolant system taken care of. The only thing left at this point now, if I'm not mistaken, is to reset the oil life. Flip in. And I think you have to have the door closed for this one. I don't know if you have to have the engine running, but we're gonna go through, let's see here. Everything I need is over here. So let's go back out. I want, in case you guys haven't seen this, I'll let you guys watch it. What I want is vehicle info. Go over. Oil life 9%. Yes, I want to reset. That was I just had to press and hold the arrow button, and now it changes from 9% to 100%. All right, cool. Now we'll go back out and back out. Up to speedometer. I guess we'll just do that, or probably fuel economy. I don't know. And we'll just put it on something else. So, but anyway, oil life is now reset. She fires. That's good. All right. Now with the engine still fairly cool, I'm gonna stick my mirror down in there and try to see if I can find out where that exhaust leak is coming from. But that's gonna be for another day. That's gonna be it for another video. But this video is just covering everything I'm doing on the outside of the truck, making sure everything is up to par and good to go. And right now, if they wanted to, they can have another tech hop in this truck and just go, and she is ready. But in the meantime, we do have, you know, some previous dirt from the last technician. So I'm gonna wipe down the seats, the dash, the doors, make sure all that's clean. Kind of vacuum up all this stuff, clean the doors, and then the bed of the truck, basically. Let's see here. I'll knock that out. Yeah, most of the stuff he cleaned all this crap out, so that's good. So, but anyway, that's what I do on a daily basis, guys. That's how I take care of these trucks. Make sure they're good to go. And if there's anything like engine work that needs to be done, that's for another day. I will tear into it. I fix them, turn them around, give them back out. So, but anyway, if you guys happen to like the content of this video, Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That'll be it for today. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy. I love you. Goodbye.
This morning time I boost up 'cause I knew it was gonna